5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Garrosh Hellscream fight is a three-phase, two-transition fight. The range will begin on the green marker. Upon pull, the melee will wait until the tank gets Garrosh into position in the center of the room, then begin attacking. Range. About 20 seconds into the pull, Garrosh will throw his first desecrated weapon. As you can see here, it fell on the green marker. You will run from the green marker to the blue marker. Then turn and DPS the desecrated weapon that fell on the green marker. Once the desecrated weapon is dead, your next target is the Corcoran War Shaman in melee, which we will mark with a skull. Then DPS Garrosh Hellscream. Garrosh will drop another desecrated weapon on blue, at which time you will move back to green. Just rinse and repeat. Melee. Once Garrosh is in position, your primary target is the Corcoran War Shaman, which we will mark with a skull. He comes out with 6 other adds that the off-tank will pick up. Once the War Shaman is dead, switch to Garrosh, remembering to cleave the adds. There's an add that spawns on the left and the right of the room called the Engineer. We assigned one person to kill the Engineer on the left side of the room. The living Engineer on the right side will activate an iron star that will roll across the top half of the room. We will knock back the 6 adds that are in melee into the iron star, killing them. When the iron star hits the other wall, the raid takes a massive amount of damage. Note, melee, you must move back from the center of the room so as not to be hit by the iron star. If you get hit, you're dead. The phase ends when Garrosh hits 10% health, and then he empowers and we transition. Healers, take note that the tank will take a lot of spiky damage during this phase, so keep most of your heals on the tank until the iron star hits the wall, and at that point you want to heal the raid back up. No engineer comes out if Garrosh begins to transition, so if he begins to transition with adds up, we will stop DPSing Garrosh and AoE down the adds as we're doing here. When the adds are dead, then we can focus back on Garrosh. After Garrosh is finished monologuing, everyone will be lifted up into the heart of Yasarj, where we'll begin one of 3 transition phases. Here we begin in the Temple of the Red Crane. We split our groups, 1 and 3 left, 2 and 4 right, 5 and split. Wait until the tank has hit the add first, and then kill the add. The add will drop a globe of light somewhere on the steps. It's important that everybody stand in this globe of light. Here, we are all stacked in the center platform, and we don't need to move. In some cases, the globe will drop above us or below us. Wait just outside the perimeter of the globe until everyone is next to you, and then step into it, ensuring that everybody gets a damage mitigation buff. Then, drop down and begin DPSing Garrosh, avoiding his 10 ground slams. If you're hit by even one of these slams, you are instantly killed. Healers. If you take a look at my heal bot on the right side of the screen, you'll see that every time the slam happens, the raid takes a huge spike damage. It's very important that we heal everybody up as fast as possible, and mitigate those who lack the buff given by the globes. Once you drop down, the tank will pull Garrosh to the yellow marker. Follow the tank to the yellow marker and stay directly underneath him. You have to be within 5 yards of him for our strategy to work, so then just DPS the boss. We will assign 5 people to be our runner group. The runner group forces Garrosh to drop his desecrated weapon on purple. Once the desecrated weapon is dropped, the runner group moves from purple and stacks with the yellow group. 4 people will become mind controlled. We have to stun them, silence them, and or interrupt them, while DPSing them down to 25% health to break their mind control. Breaking mind controls is your #1 priority. Once the mind controls are all broken, all ranged and healers move to just outside the desecrated weapons pool and as far back as possible. Melee pop a mitigation cooldown and continue to DPS the boss. Healers. Garrosh will cast Whirling Corruption, a raid-wide AoE that damages you the closer that you are to it. We will set up a healing cooldown rotation for this. Melee. Remember, since you don't move, you need to pop some sort of mitigation cooldown, but healers will be there to help as well, so call for one if you need to have a cooldown on you. Additionally, Brondo will drop mitigation at every Whirling Corruption, and then you'll have the decreased 25% mitigation bubble at least 2 of the times. Range. Notice that we never DPS a weapon. We lay the weapons against the far wall to ensure that we have the entire room to work with. Just remember to distance yourself. However, with that being said, if you do have damage mitigation, you don't need to move. This is something that's encouraged, so stay within the melee area if you have something that'll stop damage from being taken on you. When everything is finished, Wait for the desecrated weapon to drop and then move in underneath him. New MCs will come out and rinse and repeat 2 or more times. There will be 4 desecrated weapons in total before we're pulled into another transition phase. This last weapon is actually a little tricky. After it drops, you'll move directly to your left and stack up outside the pool for Whirling Corruption. We don't have to worry about mind controls here, because after the Whirling Corruption, we'll be pulled into the heart of your Sarge again. So if you'll watch, the axe is going to drop directly on our group. We'll move directly to our left. We stack just outside of the pool, and then we continue to DPS and heal through the Whirling Corruption. When it's finished, we have a couple seconds left to DPS, and then we end up being pulled back into the heart of your Sarge again. Here we spawn in the Jade Palace. Again, we split groups into 1 and 3 left, 2 and 4 right, with 5 bouncing between the 2. 6 medium-sized globes of light will spawn out of these 12 adds. Remember to be verbal here, as we stack close to the globe of light until you have an entire group around you, and then step into it. This will ensure that everybody gets the damage mitigation buff. After all the adds are dead, we deal with Garrosh's 10 ground slams again before transition.
Leave nothing behind, put it all on.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
When transition is over, we will drop down to the center of the room. Don't move. DPS the boss where you stand, remembering to stack as tightly as possible. The runner group will drop the desecrated weapon on the yellow marker, then immediately run to join the group for mind controls. After the mind controls go out, move to the wall with the blue and green markers and distance yourself 8 yards apart. Garrosh will cast Whirling Corruption, but this time it'll drop adds on the group. DPS your add, and then move either directly underneath the boss or to the green marker. Then help kill other adds. It's very important that you move in because Garrosh will throw his weapon again. At 10%, Garrosh will begin to monologue again. This is when we lust. Burn down any remaining adds, then focus on Garrosh. Pop all your DPS cooldowns, your potions, just burn him as fast as possible. Range group up because once he's finished monologuing, he'll drop his desecrated weapon on the group. Follow all the same mechanics first. Desecrated weapon, then mind control, then spread for Whirling Corruption. After he is transitioned, however, ignore the smaller adds and just DPS Garrosh until dead. This is actually one of our wipe videos. Starks posted our kill video on the Facebook page. What ends up killing us here is that we were too far away after our desecrated weapon drop, and we allowed our 2 farthest players to become MC'd. We didn't interrupt them fast enough, and they MC'd the whole raid, killing us at 9%. While this isn't a kill video, I will be recording tonight. I know that we will get our first fluid 25-man kill. Let me know if you have any questions about this fight, guys, and I'll see you online tonight.